storytelling time again. Everybody wants to hear a story about this. What do you guys know about Cajuns? You don't know anything about really who Cajuns are, what they are about, how sly they are, and you know anything about Cajuns? I'll tell you the story about this guy named Woodrow again. But he gets on a plane going to visit his friends in New York, and the plane stops in Boston to take on passengers, and this guy sits next to Woodrow and begins talking to Woodrow, and pretty soon he realizes that Woodrow's not too smart, not too swift. He said, Woodrow, he said, you ever been to school? Woodrow said, nope, never went to school. He said, what about you? He said, have you been to school? The guy said, yeah. He said, I'm an attorney here in Boston, very well educated. But unlike most of his colleagues, this guy wasn't very honest, you know. So he said, would you like to play a game? He realized he had a sucker with Woodrow. He said, you want to play a game? Woodrow said, yeah, we can play a game. It's a long flight. He said, okay, the game is, Woodrow, he said, I'm going to ask you a question. And if you don't know the answer, you give me $5. Then he said, since I'm so well educated, you can ask me a question, and if I don't know the answer, I'll give you $50. He said, you want to play that game? Woodrow said, sure, we'll play that game. He said, okay, my question is, Woodrow, he said, how far is it from the Earth to the moon? Woodrow said, man, he said, I just told you, I never went to school. There's no way I could have this information. Here's $5, I lost. So the attorney put the money in his pocket and sat back very confidently. He said, okay, Woodrow, just ask me any question you want. Woodrow was raised on a farm in Eunice and had a strange concept about what life was all about. He said, okay, my question is, name the animal that can run up a hill in 4 feet, but runs down the hill in only 2 feet. The attorney says, what? He said, name the animal that can run up a hill on 4 feet, but runs down the hill on only 2 feet. The attorney said, man, I said, I don't know, I've never heard of anything like that. He said, I lost, here's your $50. So Woodrow put the money in his pocket. So the attorney said, well, what's the answer? Woodrow said, I don't know either, here's your $5. If you ever try to push geese, you know, geese, if you try to push geese in a certain direction, just when you think you have them going where you want them, well, they start passing between your legs and everything, you know, it's impossible. It reminds me so much of the Cajuns. When you think you have them cornered, oh, you're in for a surprise.
We're going to do a little song now, kind of one of our obscure artists we like a whole lot, named Blind Uncle Gaspard and Delma Lashley. They were people from an area called Marksville. And this is a song about a lady, and she has a baby, and the baby's sick, and she's married to a gambler, and he goes out gambling all the time. And so she says, this man lied to me so much. He lied more times than there are stars in the sky. And the last verse, she says, my baby's sick, he's lying in the bed, he's crying for you, but you don't come. It's a Cajun 78 from the 30s. So we just left it when we heard it.
Oh
Oh.